Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys the full moon and Gemini reading. So it's also 12/12, and so 12/12 is about keeping our thoughts in a positive state. And so sometimes people will look at this as well as like a portal journey. So it's like, ascending to the next level or just ways of thinking. So I was reading here on the internet, it was talking about how Gemini was the lower mind. Not that that's, bad or anything, but it's just more of like the practical, logical energy. And then you have the Sagittarius energy that we're currently in right now that represents the higher thinking, expanding the mind. And so what I really wanted to focus on here today, because it is in Gemini, so we want to focus here on how we interact with other people. So I just kind of wanted to use this as an opportunity to just kind of check our energies and see where we're at when it comes to other people, how we're relating with them, what they're seeing in us, and how we might be able to change those dynamics for the better. So let's get into it, you guys. So I'm going to keep things pretty simple here today. This particular deck is called Healers of the Earth Oracle, and so I thought it would bring forth some really amazing topics and energies to build off of to get some great messages. So what is the opening message that Spirit has for us when it comes to this 12/12 energy and full moon in Gemini? If I accidentally say new moon, you guys, I meant full moon in Gemini. So let's get into it. What's the very first thing that Spirit wants to bring forth? We have put a spell on you, charm, seduction, and being won over. Immediately, what I'm getting from this, you guys, is that this is an energy that sometimes we're trying to charm people. We're trying to portray something to other people. And it's not that we're being false, but maybe we want to be liked. Maybe we want to be accepted. And sometimes we're willing to jump through hoops or to do things maybe that we normally wouldn't do, or maybe even things that we don't want to do in order for people to like us. And so for some reason, that message is coming through very strong. So if some of you guys have been in that energy with a particular person, let's just say, or just your entire life, this might be an opportunity for you to change this energy, ascend from this energy. This is called the Moon Child Tarot, so we're going to get some messages with this. What are some messages in regards to this people-pleasing energy here? I'm also getting too that some of you might feel like you have a spell on you. And what I want to say to that is whatever we give belief to makes it real for us. It doesn't mean that that's the case. It doesn't make it fact. But what we believe to be true has a way of having or holding power over us. So that might be something that we need to change as well. We might not feel like we are in control of our thoughts. Like, I can't help but continue to feel or think a certain way. I can't stop thinking about this person, et cetera, et cetera. Well, the thing is, you can. So Spirit's saying it's time for you to take back control of your thoughts, because you can change these things. You can change these behaviors. We have oh my gosh, I love this. The Knight of Swords. I have a pop-up that came up. I want to get rid of it. Hold on for just a second. Come on, get out of here. There we go. Yes, Knight of Swords. You absolutely can do this, most definitely. The Knight of Swords is something where we can take control. We can take that sword's energy and we can cut anything out if we want to. We can cut this behavior out. We can cut this thought out. We are capable of doing anything. And this is also an energy here where we can start saying what we mean. We can be assertive, because the Knight of Swords is very assertive. The Knight of Swords doesn't really wear their heart on their sleeve. It's not that they don't care what other people think or feel, but they stand in their power and they do what they need to do for themselves in order to survive. So some of you might have a hard time with that. Some of you might have a hard time with guilt, thinking that I can't do that, because if I do that, then that's going to seem like I don't care. When really it will probably be the best thing for you that you told a specific person no, right? So this is the Work Your Light Oracle cards. Let's go ahead and get a message on this to wrap it up. You are a warrior woman. Not only do we have this Knight of Swords, but you are a warrior woman with a sword. I mean, seriously, you cannot make this up. It says, if you weren't afraid, what would you do? Do you see this? It's magic. Spirit is saying, what would you do if you could say no? What would you do if you had this confidence that you could take power into your own hands and say, hell no? Or I refuse to believe that someone else has this power over me, or that I can't say no because of this and because of that. Yes, you can. So Spirit's saying in this particular moon cycle to take back your power, but it starts with your thoughts, with what you believe. If you believe something, it is so. Period. So why not think something amazing and powerful like being a badass warrior woman? That's what I'm talking about. All right, you guys, that message was loud and clear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this up as an open reading because I'm just feeling that. I'm feeling that whatever needs to come through is just going to speak to specific people. So some messages may resonate, others may not. So let's just grab some topics and just see what we're being considered to face or to think about this moon phase. What else? We have the sacred smoke tree. Wow. Clearing the air, purging negativity, and prayer. Look at this, you guys. So we have the opportunity to clear the air. What is the best way to clear air? With a freaking sword, right? We have two people that are holding a sword here, ready to cut through the air. Change the air, change the energy, right? Purge negativity. This is about cleansing your energy, purging negative thoughts. So let's go ahead and get a message on this. Okay, so this may have something specific to do with a person in your life. We have the King of Cups. The King of Cups can be a water sign person, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or this could just be somebody that you have a lot of emotional investment in. This could be somebody that you feel like weak against. You feel weak when it comes to this individual, like you can't master your emotions. You can't handle yourself around this individual. And Spirit's saying, yes, you can. You have complete and total control of yourself. Now, you may not have control of this person, but you have control over how you're going to respond to this person. How you are going to allow this person to trigger you or get you going. You do have control over this. You do. So it's about sacred smoke. It's about taking the time to purge this negative energy that's attached to this person, or that this person may bring into your life. Clearing the air up with this individual. This is something that you can do. You can say what you're thinking. You can say what needs to be said. So what I was also reading too is that it's a time for us with things that we've been bottling up to communicate these things, because Gemini is all about communication. So because it's ruled by Mercury. So Mercury is about communication. Whatever it is that we've been holding on to, whatever it is that we've been whatever like negative energies we've been holding on to when it comes to how we're feeling about something, now's the time to purge it. Now, I'm not suggesting that you call somebody up and you give them a piece of your mind unless that's something that feels natural, unless that's something that you're feeling called to do. Who knows? It could have amazing clearing effects. I don't know. But this is more or less purging with yourself. So sacred smoke could be a ceremony. The winter solstice is a fantastic time of year. I believe it's the 21st or the 22nd, somewhere around there. So that's coming up, you guys, where we have an opportunity to clear out old energy because we're going into a new year. It's a great time to do it. To put something into that fire. I did it last year. Man, it was just incredible, I mean, did I still struggle with the thing that I was trying to basically purge? Yes. So it's not like just because you do something, it's just like, bam, it's taken from you. Unless maybe you believe it to be. And maybe there was somehow something lingering in my mind that was doubtful that I couldn't get rid of it completely, because I did still struggle with it for a long period of time. But, it's not about instant gratification. Things take time. Spells take time. Manifestation takes time. Visualization takes time. Nothing's overnight. So This is saying here that there is an opportunity to purge something, even if it's in a letter, even if it's pictures, even if it's text, even if it's taking yourself off of social media because it's attached to whatever this is. This is a time for you to purge it and do it. Clear it up, clear this energy, clear these waves. So if you're seeing communication that's toxic, it's about clearing the energy, clearing the waves of communication by hitting that delete button, maybe even hitting that block button, whatever it's going to take to get you away from whatever this energy is that needs to be cleared, needs to be healed. We have Star Mother. Oh, I love this. How can you mother yourself? So this is an energy literally of taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, licking your wounds. It's definitely about caring for yourself. Have you spent so much time giving and giving and giving your all to whatever this is? This individual, maybe even an organization, maybe a job, your family, your friends. This does not have to be a love situation like a lover, romantic lover. It can be for some of you. It doesn't have to be for everyone. But it's definitely this energy of, are you even caring for yourself? Has this situation taken you off of the path of even caring for yourself? It's time. It's time to clear up whatever this is. It's time for you to take back your power and some sort of an emotionally invested situation. Okay? In whatever way, shape, or form that speaks to you, whether you actually contact this person or you do some sort of a releasing, clearing, purging ritual connected to them. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get more. We have Field of Dreams, bounty, sustainability, if I can even talk, a good harvest. Oh, sustainability. I could not even talk for a second. Okay, so this right here is a field of dreams, maybe something that we want, some sort of dream that we want to achieve, a goal that we have, a dream come true, something that we're wishing, hoping, praying for perhaps, something we're visualizing. Let's go ahead and get the energy connected to it. We have the Fool. This is about taking a risk. Taking a risk, taking a chance, starting over. It's never too late, you guys, to start fresh. That's the Fool's energy. The Fool's energy also reminds you that other people might see your dream as foolish. But deep down inside, only you know what is true for you. Only you know what speaks to your soul. So it's about following your own path, even if it's not the path that other people are supporting. Okay, so it's time. It's time perhaps to maybe embark on something new. It's kind of like, unless we take a leap of faith, and this is an example, unless we leave that dead-end job that we hate, or maybe a relationship that we're not happy in, or a really negative situation, a negative living situation, unless we take a chance and start moving into a new direction, then nothing is going to happen. We have to make some sort of a shift and change in our lives in order for something new to show up. Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So Spirit's saying that it is up to you. You are the oracle. You're the only person that truly knows what's right for you. So Spirit is telling you here to get your head and your thoughts clear about what it is that you want and how you want to achieve your goal. Even if your family or your friends or your partner or whoever is telling you, I don't think that that's a good idea. If you know deep down in your heart and you feel it deep down into your core that that's the right path for you, that that's the correct choice for you, you've got to do it. You've got to do what's right for you, because that's the only way you're getting there. Because there's a field out there that's just waiting for you to be a part of it. Literally. It's saying pillar of light. Look at all that light that's shining down there. You're going towards light. Your vibration is rising. Do you see this? Your vibration is rising. And because of this, you're more in tune with your higher self. You're more in tune with the universe. You're more in tune with what's right for you. So other people that are not quite feeling so high vibrational, or they're not as, vibrating so high, they're not going to see what you see. So you have to trust that what you're seeing is pure. You have to trust what you're seeing is different than what they're seeing. They may not be able to see it with their eyes. They're not looking at things with spiritual eyes, the way that you're looking at it. So you got to trust what's right for you. Really try to stay focused and strong when it comes to your vision, is what I'm getting for this one. Wow, it's got some deep stuff here. Okay, let's continue. Sometimes I just love these structureless, is that even a word, readings, because it's so open to what needs to come through. We have the pole shift, a change of heart, and a turnaround or reversal. Look at this, you guys. Look at this. What does this have to do with? Oh my gosh, you guys, the 6 of Cups. Okay, so I get a couple of messages already, but what I want to do is I just want to grab this. I'm feeling guided to grab this ahead of time to bring it together. Oh my gosh, okay, wow. So we have the pole shift, which is saying a change of heart, a turnaround or reversal when it comes to 6 of Cups, which is the past, people from our past, people coming back from our past. And we also have the ever unfolding rose. Wow, that jet is really, really loud. It says cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So something is happening for you. It's a gift. Okay? So what I'm getting from this, you guys, again, it is all about the way that we're shifting our thoughts and our perception. Remember, it's all about our thoughts right now. That's what this full moon is about. Wow, this jet is it flying over the house? I don't know. I live very close to a base. So anyways, there is a shift when it comes to the past. So something that's happening from the past. This could even be a past life, of course, but I do see the 6 of Cups as a past that we've experienced in this life. There's something that's unfolding. There's something that's been unfolding for a while. There's something that is shifting. There is a turnaround or something that's changing. Maybe something that we thought was never possible, something that could never change. Like we couldn't change the past. We couldn't rewrite it no matter how many times we hoped, we prayed. Nothing's worked. Nothing has shifted. I'm definitely getting that something is happening for you. It's for your own good that something is happening here. So we're able to rewrite the script and then something shifts. I definitely get that this is more of a positive because of that rose. There is some kind of growth, some sort of beauty, but something didn't happen for a reason at a particular time. So that's the message. There's a shift now in things. There's a shift now when it comes to people from the past. Something is turned around. Someone has a change of heart. Somebody loves themselves more. So there's something that's changing here. You're not a victim is what I'm getting as well. And I know that might be really hard for some people to hear, especially when it comes to things that have happened to you in your past. It doesn't mean that you weren't a victim, but it means you're no longer seeing yourself as a victim. You're taking back your power. You're standing in your power. And because you're in your power, you realize that things are not happening to you. They're actually happening for you, for your growth, for your ascension, for your development as a human being. So certain things have had to shift for a reason. Certain things didn't happen for a reason. But everything is unfolding exactly as it's supposed to. So I just want to get 2 more cards to clarify this. With the 9 of Wands. So there's been a struggle for a reason. It is to help us to become very strong. Strong moving forward. And now we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like that's been the holdup. The 9 of Wands is a card where somebody has their guard up. They have their guard up. They're not willing to let anybody in, but something's changing now. So whether this is you or somebody else that you've been waiting on in your past, they're having a shift. And so the wheel turns once again in your connection. That's what I was feeling here, but I wasn't positive. So that's why I had to get 2 other cards. This definitely has had to happen for a reason. I also see the Wheel of Fortune as a card of fate and destiny. This is a fated situation. Something didn't happen for a reason at a particular time. But you can see here, there's a wheel and here's a wheel. And now all of a sudden the wheel is beginning to turn. Certain events had to take place. Certain events had to unfold first before something could move forward in a positive way. So if you've been experiencing some sort of hardship, here comes the Jets again. I don't get it. Why? Let me close this door. It's still so loud. Anyways. So yes, there's something that's happening here. Okay, it's major. Major twist of events, major unfolding, major shift. Like polar opposites, like what you never thought was possible is suddenly possible. That's what I'm seeing here. And something is happening during this full moon in Gemini with someone's thoughts. They're thinking differently and it's starting to shift things. But I'm getting that it's connected to the person that you're thinking about when I brought this information through. All right, let's continue. We have pleasant distraction. Amusement, entertainment, and captivation. So what does this have to do with? Okay, you guys, we have the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is someone who is somewhat detached, okay? They can have a good time, but they're not getting emotionally involved. So what I'm getting here, you guys, is that if you have been dealing with something, let's just say you've been spending time doing something. You're not really invested in it, but you're still having a good time. But your heart is not 100% opening up to it. It's just a distraction right now. Your head is in the bigger picture of things. You have a goal in mind. You have a specific destination in mind. And you're not letting this pleasant distraction get in your way of your goal or whatever it is that you want to accomplish. You can still have a little pit stop. You can stop at the bar and have a drink, but you're not stopping at the bar to get plastered. Okay, that's the message. So let's go ahead and get the overall energy here of the message. Yep, you go first, then the universe will catch you. So again, you know that you're on some sort of a quest. You're still being required to take a leap of faith. So this is a card of settling to me. A pleasant distraction is pleasant, but it's just distracting you actually off of your path and on your journey. So don't get stuck, you guys. Don't get stuck on a certain thing, especially if you don't feel it 100%, whether it's a job, a relationship, a way of living, whatever. If something still seems off, it's not that it has to be perfect, but if something still seems off, that's your higher self's way of telling you you still have not arrived at your destination. Okay? So have a good time, but don't get caught up or stay too long in situations or energy that actually are not serving your mission or your highest good. And I'm getting here that you are clear thinking enough to know what that is and what that isn't. So that's up to you is what I'm seeing here. Wow. Very specific. We're just going to take this to 30 minutes. The ice thaws. So I am getting for some of you guys that this could literally be the season right now. So where I'm at here in Arizona, it's definitely cold as hell. It's winter time. So when the ice thaws, obviously when the springtime hits, things will start to warm up once again. So there could be an energy here of an actual season for some. But I realize that there are other people that are on the opposite side of the world where it is summer now. But we have relief, alleviation, and better days ahead. So it's kind of like right now, maybe things are still on ice, but as the ice thaws, there will be some sort of relief in a situation. Yep. This right here is the world's energy. So the world's energy is about closure. Closure. We're closing an old door. We're opening up a new chapter. So there will be relief. So there is relief, you guys, on the horizon after this ice thaws. There is something beautiful coming. There is some kind of a relief coming to you in something specific. The great gather. See, it's all coming together. Look at that. intuitive hits and soul tribe. So everything is coming together just beautifully. You're aligning with the perfect people. Now, that doesn't always mean that your tribe or the people that you're aligned with or that come into your path, that it's going to be pleasant. Okay? It doesn't mean that at all. There are plenty of people that are a part of your tribe that are meant to irritate you, trigger you, and sometimes be your greatest teacher. And so we don't always have to enjoy those people, but they do have something of value. They have something to teach us. So try to gather up as much experience as you possibly can is what I'm also getting to, because it is of great value. It's how you think of it though. Now remember, this whole Gemini thing is about how we're thinking. The Sagittarius energy is about think bigger. Try to see things from a bigger perspective. Try not to think small, as in this person's this and this person's that, and I hate this and I hate that. Instead, try to see it from a bigger perspective. You know, I don't really care for this type of energy, but it reminds me of this, or it reminds me of that. You know, food for thought. Think bigger. Expand your mind when it comes to these little things. So as we do this, we're wrapping things up. As we do this, we're growing, we're healing, we're seeing things from a big perspective or a bigger perspective. We're seeing that everything has led up to this point. It's all coming together. It's all wrapping up. It's all leading us to the destination that we have, the place that we've been wanting to go. We're just going higher from here. We just keep growing. We just keep expanding. We're not getting smaller, we're expanding. The law of balance, harmony, avoiding extremes. So the law of balance. So this right here, it's kind of like the laws of karma, the laws of balance, like this card says. Being in harmony with yourself, being in harmony with others. There's definitely some sort of energy of keeping the balance in your life. We have the energy of the moon. So of course the moon means a dark time. The moon means things are not exactly going perhaps the way we want them to go, but it is about learning from our mistakes, learning from our darkness, learning from our triggers. Things don't always have to be positive and light to have great value. It's about finding balance within the dark and the light. That's the thing. And this is just a philosophy that I have, and it's very connected to Eastern philosophy. You know, when you spend too much time being in a state of bliss or too much time being extremely high and happy, when life sets in and certain things happen, you're going to go crashing down to the very bottom. Because we're really, really attached to the good stuff. We're really, really attached to all that, you know, that energy that's constantly pumping. So when something happens, which in life things do happen, we don't even know how to deal with this darkness because we've never really even opened ourselves up to it. So there's no balance there. So we're going to come crashing down. But it's like somebody who's spending way too much time in the dark. They wouldn't know light if it hit them in the face. So it is about trying to stay balanced, realizing that people are made up of dark and light. And that's a tough one, because sometimes as people like light workers or real empathic people, you'll go into a situation and think everybody has your best interest at heart. I'd love to believe that. And maybe if I did believe that, maybe that would be my experience. So maybe that's one of my lessons. I don't know. But that certainly has not been my experience. So, you know, the thing is, it's about balance. Don't give way too much. How about let's not trust somebody 100% without actually giving them the opportunity to get to know me or get to know them. Do you see what I'm saying? So there is a balance here. Don't give way too much, you know, because when you give too much without the other person even having the opportunity, let's just say, to give a little back, then you might automatically start feeling like the connection or the relationship or the friendship is lopsided. But it's like, did anyone ask you to go overboard? No. So that's my point. I'm just trying to throw a couple of little scenarios out there for you guys when it comes to balance. We can go to a dark place real quick, because the thing is, as human beings, we all have needs. The very first message that we came into with this reading was people pleasing. So if you're a people pleaser, I'm raising my hand over here. If you're a people pleaser, you tend to go into situations and you give 100%, you give it all, and you're expecting somehow that other people are just like you. And it's not that you're giving to get, but you're just naturally that way. And so when that doesn't happen, you start feeling slighted, like, oh my God, does this person not like me? Oh my God, maybe this person is, this or that. So we can do a number on ourselves because of our own stuff, because of our own ego, our own fears, our own insecurities. So we got to work with our shadows. We still have some shadow work to do. We can't be all in the love and light all the time. That's great, but we somehow have to balance out some of that energy and be somewhat, what's the word I'm looking for, discerning. You can be a light worker, a person of positive light, and be super giving, but at the same time, you also have to be somewhat discerning with who you share yourself with or who you open your energy up to, because not everybody is healthy. Not everybody is, I'm sorry to say, good. Not everybody has the best intentions. So it's about being balanced. It's about moving forward in life, whether it's romance, business matters, family members, friends, and knowing yourself good enough and feeling balanced enough in your own energy to where when you open yourself up and you share yourself, it's just not a total nightmare, So I just feel like we've got some shadows and some triggers and some healing that we still need to do. So just because things are not 100% right now doesn't mean that it's all lost. So we're going to get one last message to wrap up this reading, you guys. For some reason, that last one was a heavy one. Because the moon is just an illusion, It's just an illusion. Could clear that up. Let's clear it up with some balanced thoughts. It doesn't have to be all good and it doesn't have to be all bad. Looking at life that way, black and white, it's never a good thing. It never really gets you anywhere. It really doesn't. It's about finding that perfect balance. It's the law of the universe. Avoid extreme thinking is what Spirit's saying. So if you're an extreme thinker of everybody's bad, everybody sucks, I can't trust anybody, everyone's out to get me, that is going to be your experience. I've lived it. I have experienced it. So I'm talking to you guys from experience. It's no way to live. It's no way to be. Wherever your vibration is what you're going to attract in. So it's a testament to where you're at in your energy. See, oh my gosh, just try to have fun. Don't let these experiences, okay? Let it help you to be stronger, more discerning, a little bit more aware, but don't let it take you down. Not all people suck. You don't want to rob yourself of the good things in life. Not everybody is in that energy. Or maybe your own energy was at play, working against you because you were in an extreme energy. So Spirit is telling you, play a little bit more. Have a little bit more fun in life. Don't be so serious. Have fun and celebrate. Lighten up that vibration. And when you're in this energy, this playful energy is what you're going to attract. Actually, what I'm getting is it's going to be balanced. You're going to attract balanced energy to yourself. You're going to attract balanced people to yourself. So how can we expect to attract healthy people that have healthy boundaries, that have, integrity, if we're not in that energy ourselves, right? Like attracts like. So we got to be what we want. That's it. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that reading. Thank you so much. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.